So page 334, number 19. If the top is bigger than the bottom, the top degree bigger than the bottom degree, you have to divide. Again, there's no secret shortcut, use substitution. There's no way. There's no other way. You have to divide. Sometimes you can synthetic divide. You can always long divide. But if the top's bigger than the bottom, you've got to divide. So I've divided. I still haven't taken an integral yet. So let me write my answer here. Well, that's not really my final answer. That's my answer to the division part of the problem. But now I've got something I can do. I've got three pieces that I can integrate. Let's see, that first one, or the first two I don't need anything to do. I could just do those. I'm really looking at that last one. And if u is x squared plus 2, then du is 2x dx. And maybe it'd be easier if I integrated the first two and left that last one to kind of handle separately. Especially when I start putting 2's up and down. So I need a 2 and a 1/2. So now I've got du over u, which is natural log. So natural log, absolute value of u. So I don't want to forget that other stuff, but I also don't want to write it down every time. Natural log of x squared plus 2 plus c. Oh yeah, I left off the 1/2 somewhere. Thank you. I also switched from absolute value bars to parentheses. You don't have to make that switch. Why was I able to make that switch? It'll always be positive. Again, if you notice it, fine. If not, if that's the only difference between your answer and a multiple choice answer, you'll either realize it then or think, well, I'm close enough, I'll just pick that one.
I've been writing, I guess I just forgot the difference between, or I just forgot there's natural log instead of log. I put log as all my answers. If I were to do that accidentally on the test, I'd get 2 points off.
I would get, yes. Yeah, because there's a difference between log and natural log. Now, I'm not going to take off 2 points every time you do it, and you end up losing 20 points for one mistake. But I'd probably take off 2 points the first 2 times you did it, and then leave it alone after that. Other questions from 334? We haven't hit any trig ones yet. $25. Thoughts on 25?
No.
Trying to think, if I multiply it out, I don't know that would do me any good, because the u du wouldn't work, right? I mean, well, the derivative of x squared would be 2x. That's nice, but derivative of 2x would be 2, and I don't have that up there. So that's a true statement. I'm not sure it's helpful.
The u didn't work with the bottom because it kept coming out to just 1.
Right, and if you let u be the inside, yeah, so you think, well, if I multiply it all out, but then du isn't there. And I can't do like a -2 here and a +2 on the outside. That doesn't work. Although, what I can do I can do, so I would like a minus 2 here, because then I've got a u du situation. But I can do a plus 2 this way. Are you okay that algebraically that's the same thing as up there?
What did you do?
I did minus 2 and plus 2.
Oh. How am I supposed to know when to do that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. How are you supposed to know when to do that? I don't have a good answer for that. I really don't. Other than lots of practice and seeing Calc Chat or me do it and then think, oh, I didn't know that was a tool I could implement. And here's why I know this is going to work. Because that first one now is a u du thing. I guess let's finish that one out and see what happens. So natural log x squared minus 2x plus 1. But the second one, that doesn't look like that's not the same u du because there's not a 2x there. But if I switch it back to the factored form, now I can do a u substitution where u equals x minus 1. And I think I just put this 2 out front. So I'd have u to the negative 2 du. I don't remember if it was this class or other classes. That integration was on that test, and it was a mess. If I add 1 to negative 2, what do I get? Negative 1. People were getting negative 3 there. I don't know if they added wrong or if they subtracted instead of added. Yeah, that's I don't want to say not fair, but like, how do you know, like, if you haven't done that problem before? We hadn't done a plus 2 minus 2 situation. We've done a times 2 and a times 1/2. That's an easier thing to handle. Do we need to do any of the trig ones, or are those relatively straightforward so they weren't too bad? 35, 37, 39. And just looking, and the ones at the end were just definite integrals, so you had to plug in top limit minus bottom limit. All right, well, we'll stop there.